Hello, everybody.
Alright,
This is gonna be
so welcome to Daredevil Born Again official trailer. And oh boy indeed. After all, since I had him watch all 3 seasons in
thank you.
preparation for this,
Much appreciated. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
so I'm the one who's the most pissed off about this. I already have seen the trailer. He hasn't, so I'm accompanying him on this. So
Alright.
let's get into the MCU official. If it wasn't already official enough, official.
Okay, let's
Official.
just set the scene for a moment. So, the Daredevil 3-season show on Netflix. One of the best shows I've ever seen.
It was
Amazing
already
stuff.
a part of the MCU, and then wasn't until it was again.
Right. And then, the Daredevil himself, I mean, some of the characters surrounding Daredevil had their own embarrassing attempts at their own shows, but Daredevil still remained intact. But then Daredevil's reputation was ruined by She-Hulk, and then poor Wilson
And
Fisk.
Echo. Don't forget Echo.
Yep. And
Now,
this.
yes. Now let's see how they approach it this time, given his full series. Let's see how, after screwing a literal, living, walking, talking atom bomb with a vagina and breaking his moral code in Echo, let's see how he's portrayed it, shall we?
If all else fails, in the words of Wilson Fisk, sometimes a primal scream is enough to get the
Alright,
feelings
turn it
out.
up. Turn it up. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you for finding the time.
Okay.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you.
Hey, this is just the fan base with Disney Plus. Fisk is Disney Plus, and we are Daredevil. At least there's someone aware.
Pretty much. And, you know, given the presentation so far, yeah, he's right. It's not entirely unpleasant. Yet.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of time has passed. By the look of
Indeed.
it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city.
Okay, wait. Pause a second. Pause. Wait. So, after season 3, not only were you shown to have murdered so many people all just to get to your position of power, and now, you're the mayor of city now. Like, that was the plot of season 3. All just for him to get back into power. And then Daredevil to completely trash his reputation down. And now, he's the fucking mayor.
The only justification for this is if this would be like the final episode of like the first season of this new show, perhaps.
Okay, I would accept that if they are taking it this seriously, and this is the 4th season.
Whoa.
Yes, they are setting this up as the 4th season. That's how he said they come up a lot in the world. So,
Oh, yeah.
they're setting up, and also Poindexter's back.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so this
Of course
is,
it would be.
they are going all the way with propping this up Daredevil season 4. So, that's a lot, Disney. A lot to buy. That he could just be mayor of city. Like that.
You know, before we continue, there's something really funny just seeing this imagery. I can't stop comparing Wilson Fisk with Senator Armstrong now.
Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, that's totally worth it. That is totally worth it.
Yeah, I can crush the president with my bare hands. Why won't you die? Narrow machines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma.
Nanomachines, son. They harden in response to physical trauma.
Alright, let's get on with this.
I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Oh, yeah! Can you blame me?
Can you blame
Can you blame me?
You're gaming the system.
Yeah!
Stop being a vigilante.
What?
The line was crossed.
Okay. Well, to be fair, it's not the first time that,
I mean, yeah. That's the plot of the third season? What's the plot? So this just be redundant. It's a little redundant, isn't it?
Unless Wilson is referring to past events? Unlikely, but...
Unlikely.
It's hard to come to terms with the violent nature. Hating the power it has over us.
This city can't.
Yep, Poindexter's back, and they got his, like, spine adjusted.
Sometimes peace needs to be broken.
Like, what?
And chaos must reign.
He's still with his wife.
Yep, but he's
Am I
back.
putting the hatches
All
on?
for the dopamine and that Disney Plus wanted you. The dopamine. Oh, and by the way, we came up with Vinland Saga and Berserk, like Guts and Thorfinn, with that sketch. I came up with he did it, and honestly, that is much of a dopamine well-earned like crossover than this is. That is probably well worth it. It's not mindless. It's actually quite witty and clever. I came up with that idea, and he made it possible.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And now you're just being redundant. Oh, it's now on Disney Plus, The Punisher. Oh, great, great. We're totally adjusting to age, guys. We're totally. And he's gonna be in Secret Wars. He's gonna fight Doctor Doom. Yes, he was in Secret Wars. The comic. The comic, you see? You see?
He was in the comic.
See? Alright,
Is it just
let's
me?
get on with this.
Punisher is beginning to look a bit more like John Wick now.
Oh yeah, yes. I was thinking more of who was the guy who played Mr. Fantastic in Multiverse of Madness?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've forgotten his name as well. Anyway.
I mean, at first, okay, let's just get on with this.
I was raised to believe in grace.
Oh God.
But I was also raised
Oh good.
to believe in retribution.
Okay.
Okay, here's some red flags that I also read up a news article back then, and even like I saw Jeremy Johns who was talking about how this is so violent. This is violent. If that is your priority, and also that the article also saying that this is like Game of Thrones, that this is like is darker than Game of Thrones, that Daredevil's darker than Game of Thrones. Like it makes it's scary. If that is your major appeal on this, and you seriously do not understand Daredevil, you severely don't understand it. Well, Jeremy Johns is a bit more cautiously optimistic, and I say I'm more pessimistic. I am deeply pessimistic.
Understandably so. I mean, I can see both sides of the argument because, on the one hand, especially given the last few minutes there, I see, whoa, they're not holding back on the brutality there. I mean, people's arms, limbs are getting broken, blood's coming out.
But
So.
it's with how it's shot a bit. It's with how it's shot. Like, it's the whole thing. I know it's the grit of it they got nailed down.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it's too gritty to the point where it's on the nose. It's like a checkpoint. It's like a check it off. All right.
Check off the grittiness. Check it off.
Are we gonna watch his Daredevil Born Again, like, or are we just going to comment on
You know
this?
what? Let's do it. Here's Jeremy Jan's take on the trailer.
When that Wolfman review embargo lifts, you think the day is done? No. It's just begun. Because we have a trailer for the new Disney Plus show. I know. At this point, I just kind of wouldn't give a shit. But it's a new Daredevil show, Daredevil Born Again. And when it was announced that Disney was going to do a new season of Daredevil, I set up my camera with my post-COVID hair and I was all, no faith. And justifiably so, I feel. Now that the
John
trailer
Wick
for
look.
Daredevil Born Again has hit the internet, I gotta say.
But he hasn't even aged. That's weird.
It looks like he'll be here forever!
Feels like Daredevil. So getting into it, the trailer starts out, Wilson Fisk and Matt Murdock are sitting down, talking, surprisingly cordial. Fisk is all treating him like the in-laws, like, it's not entirely unpleasant to see.
Okay, that's
actually. I was
also, that is highly questionable. Like, why, after he not took him down again, took him away from Vanessa, why would he be this cordial about him? Why?
Maybe they're just hanging out at the super cafe from how it should have ended.
Maybe. Okay, that makes
And
more
Batman
sense.
and Superman are just listening at the
I
next.
would love if she did that. I love
Yeah,
it
that
if
would
she
be
did
great.
that,
That would be great. Yeah.
like, I mean, why is he saying that? I mean, it's kind of, I feel like it's a fourth wall thing. That's like us being like, oh, it's great to see you again. But why is he saying that? I imagine Fisk would be just a little bit more cross when you splattered my blood all over.
A little bit more crossed. A little. A little. Little.
Vanessa didn't get down with me for 6 months. And then when it did happen, she called me Matt. But like Matt tells him, can't shake the feeling you're gaming the system. Because he's mayor now, which is going to be the thing, right? It's like Wilson Fisk is mayor, Matt Murdock and his friends go up against him. Got to take down the corrupt mayor kind of thing. Wilson Fisk has gone clean in the comic books for periods of time. I don't think he's going to entirely be clean here. But yeah, cast members we heard at a point they weren't returning are returning. Karen, Foggy, The Punisher. I love that because like the whole talk was, oh, he's not returning. He didn't like how Marvel was doing it, which at this point is just confirmation
What a
that
sellout! What a sellout!
Wait a
What
minute,
sellout,
is-
Mr. Berthel.
Is that true? He openly critiqued
It has to
Marvel?
be. It has to be. It has to be. It should.
I mean,
They somehow bought him out like a true. I mean, I can't. I don't know really the background behind the actors really that well.
yeah.
Keanu Reeves. But I guess it's for the mortgage.
I
The
suppose
ultimate mortgage thing.
someone else could argue that this actor would only return if the script was good, possibly. But again, we're gonna have to wait and see. I mean,
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I mean, you have to keep in mind Robert Downey Jr. was a major highlight in previous
Fine,
MCU
good.
highlights.
Fine, Fine.
Robert Downey Jr. said that he wouldn't return unless he thought he might return, and then of course he's coming back as Doctor Doom. So yeah, take that as you will.
he's returning.
At least he's not coming back
Spider-Mans aren't returning.
As Tony. At least, thank God. Hey, think on that.
Oh,
Think on
yeah.
that for a second.
Yeah,
Logan was brought back. Wolverine.
a
But
different
not
version of
Tony. Not Tony. But not Tony. Not even as a different version.
Oh yeah.
They didn't bring it back for Multiverse of Madness.
Oh yeah.
Think on that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
At least
Information that
he's
he's
still
returning.
set in
Spider-
stone for now.
Right, that makes sense.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Spider-Mans aren't returning. Daphne Keene's not in it. I do appreciate them hiding the surprise. Fool us 3 times with Punisher, no one's buying it. At this point, being like, yeah, he's coming back. Why wouldn't he come back? Of course he would. Then I'd be like, wait, is he not coming back? Anyhow, great to see John Bernthal returning as the Punisher. Though in whatever multi-dimensional crossover, Secret Wars, whatever they're gonna do, I wouldn't hate seeing Thomas Jane get another crack and, you know, see some shots of Muse. Gonna be like, well, Muse came out in 2016, not too long ago. Oh, that's 9 years. Time flies, right? I was like, yeah, that character came out, what, yesterday in the comics?
Yeah,
No,
I was
almost a
14,
decade.
so I don't feel that old.
Here's the next one. You ready for this? Muse premiered in the comic books after Daredevil had already premiered on Netflix. That's right, it's about to be 10 years since season 1 of Daredevil on Netflix. Sleep tight. Poindexter looks like that spine surgery went well for him. That's nice. I hope I see him in his legit bullseye outfit. That kind of make my day. That's all I really want. I want a Daredevil show that feels like the Daredevil show we got. That was awesome. With the punches and the heads smashing against the floors, you just hear cracking. That's what really sells it right there. That's when you're like, yeah, that's permanent damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Hell yeah, Daredevil's back, baby. Well, props in this
Cracking
trailer for the
vegetables.
arm break, the compound fracture.
Yeah, he's back, baby. Buy product and consume.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
That's some special sauce. But to me, what makes Daredevil dark isn't just the violence. Yes, it does help, but it's that gritty, boots on the ground,
Yep.
smaller scale,
Yep.
crime drama with a superhero at the center
Absolutely.
kind of vibe to it. The violence is a byproduct.
My
of this
problem with
dark,
him, he's
gritty-
way too optimistic in my standards for this. He's way too optimistic.
And as we all know, the internet YouTube is a boneyard of trailers that looked amazing, in which the movie did not live up to that trailer.
Rip.
I use movie as a reference,
Yep.
but I
Rest
know
in
we're talking
peace.
about a show, but I'm really talking about a trailer. But yeah, I was surprised. Solid Daredevil trailer. I hope the show lives up to
Yeah,
it. If it
well, it
does,
makes sense for
if it feels
Daredevil.
like this,
Yes,
throughout
that does have
and
to
feels
do with the
consistent
grave.
with the Netflix Daredevil. Do we dare hope? All right, so the trailer for Daredevil Born Again.
Don't give me hope. Yeah, don't give me hope. Don't give me
Holy
hope.
cow. Thank you, Jeremy Jans, for putting up just the perfect image in light of all. Okay, we need to make.
That's what I had for Deadpool and Wolverine. I had that feeling for Deadpool and Wolverine, and I have it for this again.
Oh,
Again. Audience, you will hear me again.
Goblin caught on tape.
Plus, you're insane. I wish I could have that pin just so that I turned off your streaming revenue, you psycho.
I have
Then-
brought great shame
Brought great
to my
dishonor to my
audience.
ancestors, and then Disney. No, I brought great dishonor to my stockholders.
Oh man.
All right, so the trailer for Daredevil Born Again. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
Thank you very much for your insight, Jeremy Jans. All right.
Yes. Now let's get to our thoughts. So one thing's for sure, we will have whiskey and rum when we watch this.
Yeah.
Because even if this show is not as bad as, say, She-Hulk, or it's somewhat more competently written,
Yeah.
it will still probably fail. Because the standards for, like, the first 3 seasons are so high that this show will ultimately fail.
I mean, what made the MCU work was the fact that these interconnecting stories were leading up to something. But as of these recent phases, these recent stories haven't really been leading up to anything consistent. So,
No. So, honestly, by the time we get to our next Endgame, this was a $1 billion disaster. That's what Disney's gonna be like. And what do they have to fall on that is not Marvel and Star Wars? What? They'll have nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
this franchise is no more. It has ceased to be. It has ceased to desist. It has gone to meet its
But,
maker.
okay, just name one thing that Disney has that's not in Marvel or Star Wars that's profitable, still profitable.
20th Century Fox.
Yeah, I can't wait for Disney to go into their many different brands of, like, Predator. Thank you for smoking. Please give us a sequel of that. Please. I can't wait to see Senator Finister reprising his role again as basically Disney themselves. I can't wait.
Right. Well, audience, do you think there will ever be a sequel to Thank You for Smoking?
I told you Thank You for Smoking was there, but Thank You for Smoking is owned by Disney! And they bought it! They bought and owned it! So they now own Thank You for Smoking, which, yeah, you can just tell by you don't have to see it, you can just tell exactly what it is.
Having Disney own Thank You for Smoking is even more bizarre than them owning the Alien franchise.
Nope. And what else do they own that treasure chest? It will die like the Roman Empire. Mark my words. Disney will go down like the Roman Empire.
Unless they go back to making good quality content again. Thank you very much.
Yes, which at this point is very little. They have to create original animated content
I would
or
hope.
stories.
I'd hope.
Yeah, instead of just piggybacking on other people's ideas, they come up with their own ideas. Come up with their own Disney and just focus on the Disney brand solely like they used to do back 30 years ago. 30 years ago. 30 years. Back when there was the Disney Renaissance. When buying Star Wars or Marvel was a pipe dream back then. Now it's a reality that we're living in, a nightmarish reality. I wish Paramount kept Marvel.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what would have happened if Paramount kept Marvel? Let us know in the comments down below.
Yeah, and Daredevil, hopefully in that universe Daredevil will still be good as it is, and maybe the MCU could have been like that. Like Daredevil. Think on that.
Think on that. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to support our Patreon page for the Sci-Fi Comic Project. Be sure to keep an eye on that.
And subscribe to my channel, Squid Bear Personal Productions. I'm going to be doing a Daredevil live stream, talking full and autistic length on the Daredevil, like Netflix Daredevil.
Fantastic, fantastic. I look forward to watch that when I get the chance. Anyway, see you later, everybody.